This was going to be part 3 of the Marshall X Gary mini-series on my channel. However, I think we have to discuss another topic because it's more important after the most recent episodes, and it's why Simon should get to be happy. Because he should be happy. He doesn't deserve what treatment he has gotten, and he deserves better. And I want him to be happy by the end of the series. So, first up, I have to amend a mistake I made last week by titling this video what it is. I can't in good faith call them the best ship when we have Simon and Betty. Even not even taking the OG series into account, they are the best ship. Simon and Betty, OTP, literally best ship, would die for them. They are so cute and so tragic, and I don't think they're gonna have a very happy ending, if we're being honest, which is really sad, but I'll cry. It'll be fine. Moving on to why Simon should be happy. He has constantly lost and gained stuff in his life, and there's no constant. There's none. He had at points had Benny and at points had Marcy, but now we know what happened to Betty. But I mean, with Marcy, he doesn't really feel like he can talk to her because she has her own life. He deserves some stability in his life. On the same topic of that, his life has been turned around so many times. Again, he had Betty, but then he turned into the Ice King after he put on the crown, and then the mushroom bomb went off, and then he had Marcy, and then he lost Marcy because he thought he was gonna hurt Marcy, and then he got Marcy back and he regained his consciousness. And I just realized I put a screenshot from the finale after a screenshot from Obsidian. I'm a bit dumb, I know it. But he I don't think he hasn't had a constant in his life since before the mushroom war bomb went off. He deserves much more than what he has been given. Just taking episode 8 into account, he is willing to literally sacrifice his sanity. And remember, the world that they're in before this scene that is screenshotted from, they're literally in a world where there's no other life except for the Lich, who is basically death. Like, he's willing to put on the crown and just stay there for eternity. He is willing to sacrifice himself for Fionna and Cake. Also, Marceline, he would definitely sacrifice himself for Betty. Who else? Who else is his child? He has adopted so many people. He is a father of many. If he had more of a house, it would be large because he would have many rooms for all his children. Is he a virgin? Probably not. Throughout this entire series, most of the characters have been saying they like the Ice King better, and it was only until, not that they like the Ice King better, but Ice King has more of a purpose within the world. Even Simon has said this in a way, and it's only until this episode where someone in the series kind of it's like, hey, stay as Simon, I don't want to curse you. And he deserves happiness, but as Simon, he shouldn't have to become Ice King to be happy. Sadly, there's only a few people who truly respect him, and one of them is as Simon. Like I said, there's not many people. There's many people who are like, Ice King is better or Ice King is more useful, like we did discussed. But there are very few people who actually respect him. One of them being Marceline. Marceline has always respected him for being Simon. She has always thought of him as Simon more than the Ice King. And even so, she would hang out with the Ice King, but like not not like she was I don't know. I need to go to bed, but I also need to edit out all these pauses and stuff. It's fine. The other character that I can say as of episode 8 who truly respects Simon for Simon is probably Fiona, which is not the twist or like the character like development that I expected. But yeah, no, I truly think throughout this episode and definitely by the end of it, Fiona respects Simon as Simon. She doesn't want the Ice King back, or at least in a large. I don't know what I'm saying. Please tell me to go to bed in the comments. Even though by the time this video is uploaded, I would have gone to bed. Throughout the series, his mistakes and possible mistakes and things that could have been gone wrong and stuff have basically been pushed into his face. Most specifically, the Winter King and the Star, where in one episode, it seems for a little bit that he could have got rid of the madness. Of course, we know he couldn't have, at least without putting it onto someone else, but it for a little bit it seems like he's just like he's the inferior one, that he should have done more. And then we have the Star, where we have a world where it's all about like if he was not around, he would have this is the outcome that would have happened. But the only way to like not have this happen is for him to put on the crown. And they have that discussion in like episode 8, where it's like, was there any way to fix, was there any other way to save Marcy, was there any other way to do this? And Simon's like, no. But he still feels kind of like sad for it, sad because of it, because he was, what am I even saying? What am I saying? He feels sad. He feels sad. And he doesn't deserve to. He feels sad. That's the whole point. He deserves a rest. Give this man a rest. He has been through so much, as we have described. He deserves a rest. Can the Adventure Time / Fionna and Cake writers, can they give Simon some happiness? I don't think they are capable of it, and I will break into the writers and the crew's houses and make it happen. For legal reasons, that is a joke. And for other legal reasons, go down into the description and commission me to make art of Simon. Please. I want money. I want the monies. The monies. It's 3 a.m. I would make like a yelling, like, oh my god, like a yelling portion like I did for the first video, but I'm not gonna wake up someone up and be like, you need to go to bed. No, I'm talking about a sad old man who's probably gonna fuck a chaos god in the next episode.